To quote the great Philip Seymour Hoffman, the late great, rest in peace. What's up, douchebags? Hello and welcome, welcome and hello, hello and welcome, welcome and hello, hello and welcome, welcome and hello. Of course, you find yourself in the enviable, fortunate position, right in pole position, guys. You know a lot about pole position, I'm sure, but you're in pole position for Poco, Moss. You're catching it live. You're getting it fresh. To quote my godfather, Bill O'Reilly, I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fuck it, we'll do it live. We'll do it live. So anyway, welcome and hello, hello and welcome. My idiosyncrasies and mental instability aside, it is Poco, Moss, the show where we give you just a little bit more, guys. I am wearing my sunglasses because I have a headache. I'm extremely tired, and it is very, very bright in here. And my motorized shade that I got on a deep, deep discount for like $9. Who knew you couldn't buy motorized Roman shades for $9 and they wouldn't go out on you? But the bottom line is the sun is pouring in here. I can barely see the screen. I can barely function. I can barely form a coherent thought. But what else is new, right? It is un poco más, guys. I want to talk SoFi Technologies Incorporated. Ticker symbol is SOFI. I find some people were disappointed we didn't get a half a point rate cut. I didn't think there was any way that was going to happen. I actually suspected that Powell might, dig in his heels. There might not be any rate cut at all, but they would forecast a couple of rate cuts. Turned out we're looking at probably 3/4 point cuts, which I think is really, really good for SoFi. They want steady catalysts. They don't want huge dramatic moves. They like to plan. They like to forecast. This is going to allow them to, adjust their roadmap accordingly. It's going to allow them to allocate resources most efficiently, let them know when they should put their foot on the gas in terms of originating loans, in terms of laying off loans, in terms of selling existing loans as they become more or less valuable as interest rates change. So there's I can't even play checkers. I'm like preschool. Anthony Noto is playing like, not just chess. Like, how about a nice game of chess? He's like, nah, I'm going to play global thermonuclear war with my competitors here, and I'm going to win because I have great hair and I look better than anybody in Windbreaker. Just a few things, guys. This is my sort of, 30,000-foot view of the landscape. This is why they pay me the big bucks. Do you know why I sit in this chair? It's not intelligence, I assure you. It's not my great dental work. I'm an Academy Award-winning actor. I believe you were on Star Trek The Next Generation, so just stand up in a clear voice and tell us the nature of the problem. Speak to me as if I'm a golden retriever, perhaps the one in Clap My Dog's Avatar. Okay, I'm like a rocket scientist or whatever, and I work in like risk. As you guys can tell, I like the film Margin Call. Anyway, what was I talking about? SoFi. Yeah. So couple things. I was telling you yesterday, ideal volume is anywhere around 70, 80 million. You don't want to see 30. You don't want to see 150 or 200. What do we get today? 70 million. The other thing I tell you is watch where the volume is in relation to the pivot. Like the pivot is going to be somewhere here, and you see heavy buying come in here. You saw the lowest volume of the day was on this algo controlled walk down here, and then this this waterfall thing. A lot of stocks were doing pretty much the same thing, so I wasn't super worried about it. I guess just talking about SoFi philosophically, why I think it's the best investment for the next decade. It goes back to the total addressable market, but it's like Palantir has apparently a huge total addressable market that will reveal itself as time goes on, but SoFi's market is already there, and the analogy I used a lot was surface water. Like if you're trying to get profit, just call it water. And one company has a huge freshwater lake that's just easy to access. So you can just pump all the water you want. There's almost no effort. It's just right there in front of you. And another company like a Palantir or a newer sort of, a company that's sort of blazing the trail rather than sort of reinventing a massive current industry, I think it's just a lot more risky because there's a lot more unknowns. We know for a fact in 10 years, there's going to be lending. There's going to be borrowing. There's going to be credit cards. There's going to be online banking. Somebody's saying, okay, SoFi's at 12 million members. I was just reading there's like 120 million households using banking services in the United States. So I know several members might exist in one household, but theoretically, SoFi is reaching nearly 10% of those members. I realize that's not active members, but I'm just saying the scope of SoFi is much more significant than people still see it as a sort of this tiny company, but it's no longer a tiny company. It's a small company. One of the things, like I said, just philosophically, I think it's almost inevitable. I think it's very close to a sure thing that SoFi is going to become a huge company. I base that on the consistency of the growth, just the incredible, maniacal, psychotic, serial killer like Dexter consistency of their growth quarter on quarter. The fact that the company performs and turns in their numbers in good and bad environments and high and low rate environments, basically, no matter what happens to them, they take away student loans, take away their raison d'etre or whatever, and management just reinvents. They just pivot. They just succeed. They just win no matter what. And that's the kind of management you want. And they've built a better mousetrap here. It's not just the flywheel. It's not just Galileo. I was reading an article in Zacks about chatbots and how they're efficient and how Erica for Bank of America is driving growth and Fargo for Wells Fargo is driving growth. And we're talking about the Connecta, whatever it's called, for SoFi, and how good it is and how it's built by Galileo and how it's, taking out human interventions and it's going to save the company so much money, and how they're basically putting AI into everything. It was a good article. If you want to check it out, it was on Zacks. Sorry, guys. I'm just absolutely struggling. It's total struggle bus in my world. You know what I mean? Know what I mean, guys? Got short, fat legs. Got man boob chafing issues. Boxer briefs riding up on you. Into body parts you didn't even know you had. Shouldn't have. Hey, I got my boxer brief stuck in my gizzard. I don't think people have a gizzard. Well, I do. It's right between my gunt and my taint. I think that's your penis. Oh, hallelujah. Yahtzee. Now you probably shouldn't mistake your penis for a gizzard, but just found that humorous for some reason. Probably isn't. But anyway, it's coming. Surface water, it's there. SoFi is just taking market share from these big banks and this Goliath of an inefficient industry. Bank of America, Wells Fargo, the rest of them are desperate to seem modern, to seem relevant. I mean, Bank of America just went up on the news that they're hiring so many more employees to staff their new financial centers. And Anthony Noto's like, hey, bro, hold my beer. We're going the other way. That little like midget Irish guy, what's it, Patrick Moynihan, the CEO of, I know that's not his name, guys. I'm just joking. Daniel Patrick Moynihan. I think he was like a liberal senator a long time ago. I don't know why I remember that name. But anyway, it's not really important right now. Guys, sorry, I can't focus. I just did not get any sleep once again. I'm not eating that much because I'm trying to lose weight. I'm just drinking a bunch of sparkling water. So I think I'm always like lightheaded, just completely out of it. Making a lot of poor decisions, a lot of bad investments. Haven't had a freaking chicken quesadilla in like a month. It's just absolutely ridiculous. I love me a quesadilla. Love me some tacos. Hoagies. Love hoagies. Chicken katsu. Love chicken katsu. Lasagna. Any types of pastas. Big rice guy. It's Mitch Hedberg. He's like, rice is great when you're hungry and you want 5,000 or something. Anyway. So yeah, we're talking SoFi shorts. Why do I think this is going to keep going up? SoFi has not just a better model, they're in a better industry. They have this huge total addressable market that's easy to capture. I believe the durability, the consistency makes it extremely safe. Management builds in fail-safe. Management hedges. Management is incredibly risk averse. People are like, why don't they step on the gas? Why don't they make more loans? Why don't we grow like Hood? Why don't we roll out features like New? Why don't you stop second guessing Anthony Noto? Because you've never accomplished a goddamn thing in your life other than losing your salary on a bunch of shitty stocks. Stop picking at Anthony Noto. Let the man work in space. Let the man work in the open field. Let the man work with the rate cuts. He's never had anything to work with, and he still worked magic. Just shut the fuck up. Give the man some space. Really sick of you, people sniping at my biological father, Anthony Noto. I'm here, Papa. I'm defending you. Doesn't like to hear about me. We only get together on the holidays. We do that ultimate slap competition. You see that on TV. Noto always wins. I'm not much of a slapper. Guy's nails. What is with that sport? I think it's like an MMA sport where you just slap each other in the face as hard as you can. I don't get it, man. There's a lot of things wrong with our culture. I think power slap might be one of them. People love it. It's just, and then they always do the feed me thing. Like they just love it. They just, I don't know. I don't get that one. Thought professional bowling was a bit of a stretch, but now it seems like, very high level. I am man boobing for fun and profit at an elite level. Anybody know what this video is supposed to be about? I can't focus in enough to read the comments. They're at the wrong distance. I need my intermediates. Honey, what happened to my intermediates? I'm trying to order some soup, but I can't read what's in it. I need something low sodium. Oh my gosh, I'm old and fat. It's horrible. I need my intermediates. But I never know where my intermediates are because as I get old, I can't remember anything. It's like you get old, you need more stuff, but you can't remember where anything is. Where the hell are my glasses? Not those glasses, not those glasses, not the reading glasses, not the far glasses, not the sunglasses, not the 40% glasses. I need my intermediates. Oh my God. It's horrible. It's horrible, horrible, horrible. Let me advise you, don't get old. You don't get fat. You don't get short, fat legs. Get on some long walking programs dealing with extensive chafing. You don't want chafing with your investments. You definitely don't want legs that have a circumference greater than their length. Yeah, I'll have the 42-inch, 44-inch waist pants. Can you hem those down to a 30 for me? A little 30-inch inseam. Yeah, sir, you're going to go below the belly on those, you fat bastard. I'm like, you're hitting a little bit below the belt yourself there. Just because you're running a dry cleaner that does alterations doesn't make you better than me. Well, okay. You're definitely more fit than me. I'll give you that. You're working on your feet all day while I'm honing down pizzas and quesadillas. Like a Hoover, like a vacuum cleaner. Anyway, guys, I don't know what I'm talking about. I know what the point of this video was. I'm just telling you, SoFi is set up for massive EPS growth. As a contrast with Bank of America, they're growing in 12 million. They keep growing 800,000. They're going to be, I would predict they're going to be growing 1 million members per quarter. And you look at only 120 million households doing banking in the United States. They could be growing, 4 million members a year before too long, 5 million members a year. I mean, they're chipping away. They're taking market share a lot quicker than people recognize. The growth of this company and the consistency of that growth is just absolutely unheard of. I've honestly never seen anything like it. If you chart the revenue growth, the member growth, the consistency is just absolutely remarkable. How do they not have any really bad quarters? I know they had one that's like a write down on Technesis or whatever, and they're still doing stock-based compensation. They got some people in the front office with some tiny weighing issues, trying to overcompensate with some free shares. Talk about stock-based compensation, 10x, old Chris Giordano. If you're listening, Skippy, some of us shareholders are watching what's going on. And I know you watch Poco Moss trying to get me to do another video. Pump your shit stock. Stop printing shares like funny money. It's not monopoly money, Hoss. A lot of us paid for those shares. A lot of us were here through those 2 Roth offerings. We got our, castrated. We didn't get chopped off at the knees. We got chopped off at the fucking neck. On 98% dilution for $15 million or something. Never seen worse deals than that. You did 2 of them. So I got my eye on you, Skippy Handelman. Don't fuck around, man. You're going to find out. Stop giving away all the shares. Get the trial done late 2026. Got 2 more 2B, phase 2, phase 2B. TNX 103. Get it out there. It's real impatient. Gonna wait another 2 years, buy more dilution, buy more dips. It's gonna be 70 million shares. I'm sick of you guys. Declan Dugan, all you mother. I mean, these guys, they got a medical dream team. They're gonna just dilute the hell out of us in an IV drip until I'm dead of old age and fatness. Like, oh, what are we gonna do with this fat guy's shares? Oh, let's just dilute him anyway. He's already dead. You're gonna keep diluting him? Yeah. Why not? Let's kick him. Always kick a fat guy when he's dead. Get a good solid feeling, like closing the door of a Mercedes. Oh, man. Solid. Yeah. He's about 265. 265, my ass, about 340. Well, give or take. But you put on your driver's license, fat people take off about 20%, add 2 inches. So you're 6'2", 225. You look about 5'10", 260. Yeah, you're right on. Yeah. It's the algo formula you use on your driver's license height and weight. Same algo you use to try to decide how many beers you can have and still drive home on after a nice afternoon of NFL football. The answer is 0, folks. Don't drink and drive. The Uber's like $5-10. The DUI is going to cost you 10-15 grand. Probably your job. Plus your tiny wang will be exposed in jail. It's a lose-lose, guys. Oh, nobody wants to see it. So bottom line, don't drink and drive. It's one of the most stupid things you can do. Kind of like shorting SoFi from 5, shorting SoFi from 7. It's even stupider than that. Because even if you lost your money, you're not going to kill somebody. Anyway, what's going on? The great Mopar for life is here. Yeah, all of us Raider fans definitely know how to take a loss like gentlemen, that's for sure. Nice stabby gentlemen. Hey, I noticed you guys lost the game and you're stabbing me right now. No, I'm a Raider fan. Now, Raider fans are actually not that stabby. We're not like Philadelphia fans. Just got a bad reputation. I think we're pretty cool, pretty chill. The great John Stamos is here. SoFi is the first stock I bought at 6. Nicely played, dude. You almost 5x this trade, James. Yeah, well done indeed. Might have to get Clap my dog a wrench. I like his comments, commenting back to other people. Not trying to slight Not a Lurker in any way. Not a Lurker is obviously the greatest wrench in the fintech industry. That's my Neo hat. I thought it might be my Not a Lurker hat. I got my office absolute train wreck over here. I've been pumping SoFi nonstop for years. Yeah. Well, I took a break, but when it was low, I was pumping it nonstop, like literally every single day. Let's see. Yeah, man. I mean, it's football for me is not, I'm not one of those guys where it's like my whole life I'm going to start like a fight over it. It's a bunch of men getting paid millions and millions of dollars to play a game. And I really love the game. I enjoy it. I enjoy watching, but it's not anything I'm going to like lose sleep over, or like punch somebody in the face. I mean, dude, I don't care. My ego is not tied up in things I can't control, Things I get really disappointed in, those are the things I can control and I fuck up. Like, I'm not, oh my God, he missed a field goal. I'm going to go punch somebody. What am I, a fucking psychopath? Rageaholic? The anger monkey is building like goose frog. I heard him muttering an anti-Semitic remark. I think a pretty good movie, Anger Management, with Adam Sandler. It's kind of underrated. It's pretty good. Marissa Tomei was really good. That platonic friend with a huge penis. Definitely don't want your fiance running around with her best friend is some dude with a huge yak on him, big set on him, big basket. Hey, honey, what are you doing? Oh, I'm going shopping with Dale. Really? Yeah. He's got a huge set on him, huh? Yeah, yeah. Really, it's really hung well. All right, you guys have fun. Like, no, no way. Gonna be in men's wears, swinging around a huge slang. No thanks. No thanks, honey. Let's go to the Waffle House. We always go to the Waffle House. I know. I don't like to shop because I'm fat and I don't have a huge yak on me. For those of you who are going to complain that this show is too much about your penis fixation, Chunky is charged, guilty, guilty. I just find like idiotic things funny. Penises, farts, people who look weird. I love everybody, I just laugh at really odd things. Bad sense of humor. I was going to talk about the short. I honestly, sorry, this video is such a ramble. I got like an hour, I think an hour of sleep, 2 hours of sleep tops. So they have 100 million shares short and only 65 million shares on loan. That's not indicating they're going to push down. Like, look at what just happened with NEO. They had 460 million shares on loan. It went to 230, 225 in 1 month. Similar thing here. I mean, you're at 111 million shares on loan back in July, 77 at the end of July. It comes up a little bit, but bottom line is in just a few months, it's gone down by what, 60% or something. So they're just nothing is saying they're going to attack this thing again. Does retail want to dump here? I mean, I think most retail were, completely unrealistic like myself. I think we are realistic. We're going to hold this thing to triple digits. We're going to hold this thing and retire on it. We're going to hold it like, the gold nugget that it is. We're going to keister these shares if we have to. Like the watch in Pulp Fiction. Only place I could hide. I can't do a Christopher Walken. My voice just isn't. I can do one, but I'm not going to try right now. Just don't have the chops for it. Let's see what's going on here. Probably all kinds of fun stuff. Awesome. Anyway, bought coin last week. There you go. Hello, good eater. Good to see you. What's up, Queasy B? What's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah, doing pretty good. How are you? Good to see you. Thanks for commenting. Appreciate it. Anybody else have anything interesting to say? I don't, obviously. I guess we could check if there's any new filings. Might be something. Let's see. Sorry, I was ill prepared. What else is new, right? Am I right? Hold on, guys. Let me change this. I gotta log in. Gotta take off my glasses. People see my login, they're like screenshot it. You guys are ridiculous. Probably see it somehow anyway, but whatever, dude. Okay. I think that's it. I don't know. If you get my password, fuck you. They'll cancel my account. Whatever. Okay, so let's take a look at SoFi institutional ownership right here. Yeah, so that's still moving up. Just want to see if there's any new major filings. No, it's kind of slowed down, obviously, because they're required to file these basically 45 days after the last quarter or something like that. I can never remember all the rules, guys. Like 13G, 13F are different. But yeah, there's no new filings. We went over these again already. There's really no new filings this month, so I really don't have anything to show you. I don't have any point for this show. The chart couldn't be any more bullish. You see what it did? You see what it did? It came down, and today it came right off this line, just ripped back up. I mean, think about it this way. It closed $1 off the low and only 30 cents off the high. So this whole fugazi about how everybody's so disappointed that it's only a 25-point rate cut, don't believe that. This is playing right into Noto's hands. Noto is a planner. Noto is a quarterback. Noto, and it's not meant as an insult. He's a game manager. He can handle any situation. He's nails. He has ice water in his veins. He's not scared of these turds trying to push him down out of this channel. He'll push back. I don't know. Basically, I was just kissing up to Noto, telling you tomorrow the stock's going to all-time highs. What does that mean? $29? I think the market turns bullish, like runs for another week or so, kind of into this month, and then I think we're going to see a bit of a. I don't think it's going to be a crash or anything, because I think the U.S. economy, honestly, is strong. It's innovating. Now, people losing their job around the margins with AI and different things, that's going to be problematic. I mean, people getting hit by the tariffs and stuff, those are the people at the low end of the spectrum. Those people, unfortunately, I'm not like advocating for these disparities at all, but that's the way it is. And those people don't own a lot of stocks. Those people don't, they don't affect sort of these tech, these multiples, these NVIDIAs, it's just, these people are just lost in this, modernizing economy, and it's not going to get any better. Like I said, this is why I was so kind of upset about that Hyundai situation. It's because we're building the future. We're building EV battery plants, and then, the South Koreans being one of our closest allies, and then we, shackle the people and hold them for a week and, subject them to this sort of ridiculous treatment. Like there's some kind of criminals trying to sneak. People are always going home. They're here to, teach us how to set up a factory. So it's just, I'm not saying, maybe they're breaking the letter of the law. I'm not saying they're not, but use discretion. That's the beautiful part about, having judgment, being a human being, being able to perceive things, being able to, use discretion. It's amazing. It's an amazing, tool in your toolbox and an arrow in your quiver. Because someone jaywalks doesn't mean you tackle them and just beat the living shit out of them and drag them off to prison. Got to do something proportional. Like, know what I mean? Know what I mean? Everything in proportion. I know about that. That's why I'm fat as a house and short as a tea kettle. Anyway, this show's so stupid. I don't know why anybody watches this show. Probably do a psych evaluation. Probably a bunch of psychology students were assigned this show. All right, now watch them if you can. If you can't bear it, just we'll have notes later. We'll have grief counselors. Anyway. Bought coin. Who else is here? James Stamos. So it was the first YouTube stock podcast I subscribed in June of 23. Oh, you're very welcome, James. Glad to have you. Thanks for coming back. The great vegan sympathizer is here, lurking in his ominous sunglasses and cap. I'm thinking it's going to push past CRISPR gets more valuable by the day. Vertex, other properties are failing. A lot of these trials are failing. Gene editing is the future. CRISPR is the future. Their cardiovascular pipeline, their other pipeline, it's going to win. I feel like they have the capital. I feel like they have the partnership. I feel like they have the track record, the size, the scope, where other partners are going to trust them above these much smaller companies. And they also have a cash runway for a couple, at least like 6 more quarters, which these other companies are always diluting, always trying to. I'm not saying CRISPR won't dilute us, or, buy other company, whatever. Maybe they will. But I'm just saying their balance sheet is very, very strong. So I think CRISPR is undervalued. Another analyst came out and said, 81, a well-respected analyst today. So I guess that's like, 25% upside from there. But that's kind of my thinking. I'm thinking it's, closer to $100 stock than a $50 stock. Where it lands, I don't know. I don't think, rate cuts are particular significance, for CRISPR. Obviously, if they have to raise money, it would have a marginal effect. But I think things just move with the market. Things just move with the tides or whatever. So I thought the same thing about CRISPR that I do yesterday. That's completely undervalued, that it's going to be a future monster. It could go to zero. It could falter. They could have some major thing. But right now, their safety record is incredible. Their track record is incredible. I think it's quite a safe investment here at $60. I think you got really nothing but upside. I know there's risk. I know there's risk. And I know, they're not, the revenue is sporadic right now in terms of their Vertex partnership for sickle cell. So those payments come in, but they're not like consistent. They're still obviously burning money at a pretty significant rate. So, yeah, love CRISPR at these levels. That's pretty much, all I can tell you. Much safer than SMCI, I think, but I think SMCI has more upside. I think this sort of, the AI rally is overdone. They have multiples. NVIDIA didn't hit their data center targets, blah, 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 blah. That's because they're trying to cut costs, not because they're building less data centers, because they're buying chips elsewhere. So realize you don't necessarily need the latest and greatest chip for every single data center. Now, some you do. And NVIDIA is going to be just fine, even with these, recently announced curbs in China that sent the stock down a bit. But SMCI, I think, is very well positioned. It's just what worries me is that they haven't hired the CFO, what they haven't really addressed the core issues that they keep having problems with. It sort of seems like the CEO is not living in the real world and not making the tough decisions that need to be made. That's my problem. It's not about their business. It's not about, demand. It's not about market share. It's not about margins. It's about, it's about spreadsheets. It's about honesty. It's about integrity. It's about making hard decisions. It's about, putting shareholders first. That's what it's about. That's my worry. It's not the business. It's the character. So you got to do what has to be done. That's part of being CEO of a public company. You got to cut the cancer out, and you got to do it now. I don't think the market's prepared to wait much longer. I don't think they're, going to absorb these. You can keep turning in numbers, but you're obviously not paying a dividend. So who knows if those numbers are true? Keep talking about, hey, we don't have internal controls. You can't have confidence in these numbers. Here's our numbers. It's tough. It's tough to work with. It's tough to analyze. It's tough to invest in, but it's tough not to invest in these multiples and the growth, growing at 50%, growing the top line at 50%. It's hard to pass up for me. It's really hard. But anyway, I don't know. Yeah, Robert Redford passed away. Yeah, great actor. So many great movies. Rest in peace. Did a lot of good stuff. SoFi has a sell signal on the chart. There's no reason shares going higher until earnings come out, with Powell speaking for the next few days. Well, I don't care if there's a reason. They are going higher. Watch. I predicted this price action of SoFi more accurately than anybody else. You go back and check. So, okay. Not to toot my own horn, but beep, motherfucker. No, I'm probably wrong. You're probably right, Michael Anthony. You are my hero, baby. Just hit 4x6 and 1x5, 44 kilogram flat dumbbell press. There you go, man. It's good weight. It's a lot of weight. Yeah, I used to be able to do a ton of weight on the dumbbell presses, but it was a different lifetime. Used to hit like the 130s for 10. I was big. I was a freak. And I would carry him. It was like stand up with him. But probably right now I couldn't do the 30s. Probably can barely lift my gizzard. Why are we even talking about SoFi with a great run to 7? I mean, you can take profits. I mean, I don't think you have any profits to take, Michael. You sound a little bit. I mean, yeah, if you want to take, I'm certainly not mad at anybody for taking profits. I mean, I think it's going to go to all-time highs. That's only like another $1 or $2. Yeah, if you bought in at 7 or 6 or 10 or what I sell here, I'm not mad at you. I'm not again. I tell people over and over, take profits. If you think this would go back down to, low 20s, take profits now. I mean, sell half, sell all, whatever. I'm not like trying to hold people in the stock right here to keep the price up. There's like, I don't know, 50 people watch my show, dude. It has no effect on anything. Oh, let's see. Carl, I know that sounds crazy, but it's not as crazy as you think. I think Neo has things in the works that we can't even imagine right now. There's something about that company that China is doing. It's just, it's a lot more than meets the eye right now. That's all I can say. People, I've heard things about people from someone. Let's see. DCA, SoFi to 100, CC, that's all I've ever done. Smart man there, dude ass face. Capturing premium, absolutely. Joby Aviation, is that one of those drone things? I bought it because Danny is amazing. I'm up, certainly am. Portly. I can be your hero. Thank you, Ghost. I appreciate that. I can be your hero, baby. Yeah, that's the thing with me, Hikmet Devoot. Yeah, I could take, I mean, my average cost literally is like 5. I could take so much profit and go buy a house, whatever. I can do whatever I want, but I'm convinced SoFi is going to be a huge company. They're not going anywhere. They're not going bankrupt. They're not going to stop growing. They're not going to stop partnering with these huge sports organizations. They're not going to stop capturing the very premium membership. They're not going to stop adding products. They're not going to stop adding people. They're not going to stop adding functionality. They're not going to stop adding features. I don't think anybody else will be able to. I think we're going to start to see what Galileo can actually do here very, very soon. And I think the features they're going to roll out are going to be better than everybody expects. I think the Canadians are going to be sitting around going, oh my God. Did you see what Noto did? Oh my God. Hey, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to say. Anyway. Yeah, you're right, Hikmet. You're a smart man. No, I don't know. I'm certain, like, it could go down. I don't know. I'm just saying what I think. If you think it's, you're very happy with your 3x or 4x or 2x or whatever, and you think that's the time to sell, please do. I don't have crystal balls, guys. I mean, I'm just giving my whatever. I'm just giving my best guess. So I'm not here trying to say like I know what's going to happen. Just thinking I do have a pretty good track record with this stock and with all stocks, frankly. I have an incredible track record with this stock. Would it shock you guys to learn that my SoFi account is up 1,500% year to date? You think I'm lying? I'll show you. 1,500%. Like, oh, you've never 10x the stock. I have 100x stocks. Almost 100x Microsoft. Took me 30 years, but I'm as patient as I am fat. Never 10x the stock. Son, you have no idea. This is easy. This is easy, guys. You can change your life. You can be wealthy. You just have to stop doing what market makers want you to do. You have to stop trading on emotion. You have to stop losing money. You have to stop throwing away money on ill-advised, short-dated calls. You have to be smart. You have to take profit. You have to buy low and sell high. You have to sell covered calls. You have to run some kind of whatever type of wheel strategy you want to run. You don't really have to run a wheel strategy. You can just sell covered calls. Just keep it that simple. But you really have to, sell some options. It's very, very helpful to building wealth. I personally buy and sell tons of options, but I'm not an options expert, so I don't try to teach it. I don't try to teach anything because I'm a big fucking moron at the end of the day. Okay, Michael Anthony. Michael Anthony is selling. He does not like the stock here. That is fair enough, sir. Fair enough. Refresh the page. Sorry. Okay. There you go. We just lost 2 cents, 5 cents. See what you did, Emilio? Made us all lose a nickel. Okay, so Michael Anthony, once again, does not like the stock. If anybody was on the fence with his opinion, he does not like the stock. It just doesn't make sense with SoFi to take profit only if you really need cash or somebody. I mean, it is and it isn't because the multiples are getting pretty rich. I mean, but for me, they're still cheap for the growth. How you price in growth is very subjective. How you think growth will continue is subjective. I'm just looking at the consistency, and this is one I think you can bet on. This is one horse I think you could bet on. That's where I'm at, guys. Hello and welcome, the great Roland Dubs. Pride and poise. He is committed to excellence, as we all know by his avatar. Great man, great individual, representing, I believe he's from the Oakland area. I might be wrong about that, but great Richard Von Gaten Jr. is here. He's a big SoFi advocate, buying tires. No, that spit's so tired. Sorry, Richard. Hope you're doing well. How much weight you down? I'm still very much trying. I'm going to do my next weigh-in will be Monday morning. So I'll be back at you Monday. I'm trying to do it Mondays right when I wake up just to get a clean number. I forgot to do it. It's not, I think I'm probably, honest to God, down around 8 or 9 pounds. That's my sense. You know, I'm a little bit thinner, but it's like a drop in the bucket for me because I started at 333.6 or something. So fat as hell. Trip threes, you know. Poker table, I love trip threes around your fat ass and waist. It's not the best hand. Not the best hand at all. I'd love like trip deuces. Even like a Doyle Brunson. Pretty much anything. Other than this fat sack of dump. Anyway, thanks, Clap, my dog. I'm going to try. I'm really going to do my best, man. Because, you know, like I said, you don't see a lot of guys 300 pounds in their 70s, even in their 60s. So, dude, I'm not really looking to die soon, you know. Looking to live for quite a while, if at all possible. So, if I want to be realistic, that means lose some fucking weight, a lot of weight. You got to be realistic with yourself. You got to be honest with yourself about your problems, or you're never going to solve your problems. That's the truth. Got to take a hard look in the mirror and say, you know, charity begins at home, you fat bastard. For you, charity is less food. Yeah, they lost a little bit of faith, the Canadians. Steve went from strong buy to buy, which I forgive him. Tevis was making the dead stock video. They all were saying dead stock, but it was a dead stock. The share price, the company was alive and well. Anyway, guys, I got to run. Appreciate everybody watching. Thank you so much to Dude Assface, Not a Lurker, Clap My Dog, Katie Wentworth, Michael Anthony, Roland Dubs, Richard Vaughn, Amelia Aguirre, Helmet Davut, Hikmet Davut, sorry, the great Roland Dubs. Who else was here? Vegan Sympathizer, of course. The great Mattress King Carl Seamark was here in all his glory. The third leg, Oleg Andros Alexandrov. Third leg, Oleg Alexandrov. What's up, my friend? The Ghost is here. You can definitely be my hero. Clap My Dog, Vegan Sympathizer again. Dude Assface, of course, great Dude Assface. Oh, these are all repeats. Mattis was here. Jane Street. Hello, Mattis. Thank you for joining us. Quezi BE, thank you for joining us again. Appreciate it. Mopar for life. The great Mopar for life. Ohad Masika. What's up, Ohad? Thanks for joining us, Ohad. Appreciate it, man. Or woman. I think that's a male name, but I'm not positive. Tim E. I was pumping SoFi. Thanks, Tim. Appreciate it, brother. Brian with a Y is here. Brian with a Y. Thank you, Brian. K is here. Thank you, K. If you had man boobs, I'm leaving. I'm sorry. You probably left a long time ago because unfortunately I still do have man boobs. They're getting a bit smaller. They have some chest muscle, but of course the great money is here. The great money is here in all his bald glory. Premium of the Option was here earlier. Mr. Premium of the Option, the great one. Michael Anthony, we appreciate all your negative bearish comments. You curmudgeon. He's a curmudgeon in the tradition of Larry David or Jiminy Glick, if you will. Tim A, once again, the great Joe V is here. I did say PP, and I have to pee right now, so I'm going to go. Thank you. I won't cry. I won't cry, Joe. Don't cry for me, Argentina. The truth is, I want a quesadilla. SoFi trade could be over. Pal statements today. Why? I think everything looks really good for SoFi. I think it's going to go up to all-time highs tomorrow. We'll see. I might be right. I might be crazy. I just might be the fat guy you're looking for. The great M Russo 215 was here. SoFi helping M Russo 215 get their money right, her money right. I believe M Russo 215 is a female. I don't know. My memory is terrible, so sorry if I'm wrong about that. But anyway, I'm doing the best I can. The great Bobby Atkinson, 10 CC out November, 35 strikes. We could shrinkage, baby. Bobby Atkinson. It's in the pool. He is trying to find his wiener, and he is successful, I hope. SoFi has made me so much cash. Me too. And it's made me insane amount of money. The great Tommy Dimes is here. The great Tommy Dimes. Welcome and hello, Tommy Dimes. Hello and welcome. Great Tommy Dimes. SR Kirchbaum Chitwood holding it down for us out in Vegas. Great Tommy Dimes. We went from Katharine Hepburn to Patrick Stewart in one impression. Dude, my impressions are terrible, SR. I'm sorry. The great Michael Anthony. I just want to play. Wish I got more shares. I wish you did too, buddy. I wish I could give you some of mine, but I can't. I'm keeping them, saving them for later in case I need them. Anybody else here? Okay, Bobby Seamark. I just want to play. Trying to say hello to everybody. The great Tobias. The great Tobias is here. Thank you, Tobias. Money again. I just want to play. That's it. Everybody. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's Un Poco Moss. Would like to thank the great Nautilurk, the great QT, the great Princess J, the great Alberto Birdie Avilés, Alberto Birdie Avilés' imaginary nephew that stole my wrench, and everybody else. See if anybody commented late. You turned my 18K into 87K in less than 2 years. That's amazing. Amazing. Jabroni Brains is here. Where's Wes? What? Stockman Mark is here. Thanks for watching, Stockman Mark. I appreciate you. Congratulations, Emilio. I did not do it. You might have listened to me, and if I helped, I say this over and over again. I am not responsible for your success whatsoever. A million people say a million different things, and you took your money and you invested it, and 100% of the credit goes to you. And I salute you guys. I know you work really hard. I've got a great audience here. It's just like, I don't want to see you guys continually get hurt by these freaking manipulative bastards that, play on your emotions. It's just, God, retail gets crushed. The statistics prove it. And Strongman is right. Individual retail stock pickers consistently get wrecked. And I don't want to see you guys get wrecked. I want to see us all win together. I want to see us build generational wealth. I want to see you guys just rich as hell, happy, rich, successful, grinning ear to ear, guys. That's my dream. So congratulations, Emilio. Just turned 21, man. What a nest egg. That's amazing. That's amazing. Congratulations. That's quite a savings. You're gonna be a multimillionaire here before you know it. You're very welcome, Jabroni Brains. Thanks, guys. It's going pretty good, DVD. I'm going to do a weight check Monday morning, so we'll get the official data at that point. But I feel like I'm doing pretty good, like B minus, B minus. Definitely not an A, but it's not an F, so doing pretty good. Guys, thanks so much. It's Un Poco Moss. I appreciate you guys watching. Peace. I'm out.